Match reaction, Brighton 0, Manchester United 2. Your reaction to that game?
Well, 2-0, an away win. Listen, let's get something straight. I didn't enjoy that game at all. Until Hojlund come on, nothing happened. A team went out there today with a chance of Europa Conference League football and they couldn't be bothered. The main thing they went out there for was just not to get injured. And at the end of the day, Newcastle took it away from them, but they didn't care. And at the end of the day, I'm happy with that result.
You're happy with the result. Just take us through that first half. There wasn't much going on, especially in the attacking areas. You know, not a lot of direct play, a lot of sideways passing, really.
Sideways passing, no direct football. Players there. I mean, if you look at the Newcastle game, you was expecting a bit more, and you was expecting players to play on and sort of fight for that FA Cup final place. But I think the FA Cup final places are already sorted. So there was no fight. I thought Amrabat played well against Newcastle. And then next thing you know, he's just giving the ball away. But many players gave the ball away. The attitude was all wrong. They just went out there. The sun was shining. United fans were stood there in the sunshine. They were just enjoying themselves. And I think the players just thought of, let's get through 90 minutes. Let's not get injured. And we'll be happy. And that's how it looked until Hojlund come on.
Yeah, talking about direct play, there was only really one opportunity I can remember in that first half where Bruno laid it off to McTominay, but he shot over the bar. But going into the second half, what did you make of that?
Well, the second half sort of picked up. I looked at Brighton, and Brighton sort of came for it. But United were still playing the same. And I'll go back to what I just said there. Until Hojlund come on, it looked as though United were just preserving what they were doing, and what they were doing was just running around. No cohesion, no fight, no togetherness to tactics. I don't know what the tactics were, to be honest with you, until Hojlund come on. What I was disappointed at was people's reaction to Bruno coming off. I thought it was the right thing for Bruno to come off. And if you look at Martinez coming off, them two substitutions were the right thing. You had to preserve them. No point them getting injured for the FA Cup final, so bring them off. So it was the right thing to do, and Hojlund came on, and I thought Hojlund played an excellent game there, kept the ball, fought for it, and changed it up and put pressure on them, because there was no pressure there. Let's get something straight. If I'm wrong, you tell me. United never give any pressure there at all until Hojlund come on. And he played well. That's what I'll give him. He played well. And to be honest, I think McTominay should have given him the ball. He's a striker. There was an opportunity there in the box, and he never gave it him. But then that's Hojlund's season right the way through. People not giving him the ball. And I thought today there was players out there not giving each other the ball in the right places. I thought one or two players kept hold of the ball, unnecessary, wanting to do their own thing. But at the end of the day, his criticism deserved. In a way, it's deserved. But you sort of move on from it and sort of accept what that game was. It was a game of staying fit, working your way into the game, getting away from it and coming away not injured. That's what that game was. Certainly, that was not a game where players of Manchester United were fighting for a place in a European competition. That is a fact.
Really cool finish as well from Diogo Dalot, but just sticking on Hojlund there. A lot's been made about Erik ten Hag's man management. A lot of people out there have been critical of it all season. But surely he's played a blinder there with Hojlund in the last couple of games, putting him as substitute, coming on, grabbing a couple of goals. And you'd expect him to have a real confidence now going into that FA Cup final next week.
Yeah, you'd expect him to have a real confidence, and he has given him a rest, and he was needing a rest, because all the hard work he's been doing throughout the season has been to no avail. I mean, if you look there today, players weren't passing it, and there was one or two times on the pitch there he wasn't given the ball, but he's worked hard. He deserved his rest. He's come on, got a couple of goals the last couple of games, so let's hope that he can perform against City and that he gets the ball and that he's able to put the ball away. I don't expect him to get many chances. I expect him to work hard against City, but City do concede goals. They give you the chance, not like it used to be. They are giving up chances, so Hojlund has to take that chance, and he's had his rest.
Looked a good young player. The Brighton left-back, Valentin Barco, caused us a few problems in that first half. But, you know, you're looking at the substitutions that were made today, in particular Raphael Varane. Is he a starter for you next week in centre defence?
I think there's a possibility he will be a starter alongside Martinez. I thought he'd have been on earlier. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought there'd have been a few more substitutions at half-time and rested a few players, knowing there's a cup final. But he left it late, which I was a surprise at. But for me, Varane, he's there, he's a centre-half. Big, tall fella. We'll need him against the, what's the name? Hojlund. So, the end of the day, I think he should get in there. I know he's going. I know he's walking out there, but it's either him or Johnny Evans. And to me, I think with Martinez playing on the left, I think Varane will be suited on the right.
Is it a matter of getting Varane in there as well, just so we've not got Casemiro in there in centre defence and putting him in his rightful position in centre midfield?
I think what you've seen today was what Erik ten Hag's thinking. I think that team was set up there for a positional change for the cup final. When he brought Varane on, he moved Casemiro and took Amrabat off. That's the thing. And Amrabat, 2 games on the trot, he doesn't seem to be able to have a good game. Very messy game today, very slow and all that. But Casemiro, that's where it'll be. Casemiro will play. There's no two ways about it. Where is it? And it will be in front of them. He won't be playing centre-half. So that's why I believe Varane's there.
Amrabat did have a good game against Newcastle, though. Yeah, a bit in and out today, getting caught on the ball. But, you know, has he not got a chance in your eyes at all to get a start next week?
No, I don't think so. I think Casemiro will just take that role. I think at the start of the game, when you look at Amrabat, got caught, wasn't quick. I thought he would have been quick. I thought he would have tried to, like, really up the tempo for his teammates around him to get that place, to fight for it, and to sort of say to Erik ten Hag, look, you know, 2 games here now, you've given me a chance, I've took the chance, and if players are playing well, then they've got to have the chance to stay in the team. But Amrabat, I think, disappointing game for him, and I think he'll be disappointed with it as well. So, and when you look overall at Amrabat, is there a real decision to be made about keeping him? And I don't think they'll keep him. I think they have to look at someone else, bringing someone else in, or just changing the system, whatever happens. But to me, I think Amrabat sort of failed today to get in that FA Cup final place, and I thought he also failed to sort of like cement looking at keeping him. I think he's gone.
I think Garnacho's near enough nailed on to start next week. I think he's only missed 2 of Man United's 51 games this season. But has Rashford done enough for you to start next week? Or has Ahmad done enough for you to get that place?
Well, there's 3 players there. And I'm not happy with Garnacho personally. I don't know what you like out there, but I still see him not passing the ball. He's played that many games, he should know to pass the ball. In a game like that, it was easy to pass the ball. He didn't do it. He's keeping his head down. He's trying to do all the work himself. To me, today, he was selfish when he got the ball. And I'm not sure that Garnacho will play. And I think Rashford has got a chance of playing. I do. I honestly think in Erik ten Hag's head, he might put Rashford in there. He'll be fit, but Garnacho has let himself down. He should have been passing the ball.
I know, but it'd be a huge shock, though, for Erik ten Hag to put Rashford in there on the left and start Ahmad over Garnacho. I can't see that.
I'm not saying he's going to do it. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised, because Garnacho, what is he actually providing up front when he goes there? He gets the ball, he's running. I think he's had some poor games lately where he's not fed the forwards. And when you look at Hojlund's problem, he's not been fed. Rashford isn't really any better at passing the ball, okay? Yeah. But the thing is, I think there may be a surprise here, a big surprise. When you look at Ahmad, I thought to myself, are you playing well here, Ahmad? I didn't think he played well today. I don't think any of them played well. I just don't think there was a fight there or anything. So to be critical of him, I think he's really wrong to be critical of him today, because they had one eye on the FA Cup final. But I think with them 3 players, there's a choice to be made by Erik ten Hag. And I think we're all going to get a shock at what really that lineup is.
Finished the Premier League season in 8th place. If we want Europe next year, we're going to have to win that FA Cup. Much appreciated for everyone joining us throughout the league season. It's been an up and down season, not been a great season. Let's have it right. But we finished off today with a win. Back-to-back wins we finished. I think it's February since we last actually got back-to-back league wins. So
Well, that's the good thing about today. It's the stats tell you it's an away win, it's 3 points, and at the end of the day, you know, we'll go to Wembley. And to finish in the sunshine, the fans were singing. I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with the performance, but I didn't expect, and if anyone expected a better performance than that, where Brighton were just going to go through the motions, hope to get a goal, and United hoped just to keep and avoid the injuries, I didn't expect much, but at the end of the day, when Hojlund come on, it brightened up my day.
Well, I'm happy. We got the win. It's always happy. You always got to celebrate a win when Manchester United do actually do that. Like I said before, I much appreciate for everyone joining us this season. We'll be still here throughout the summer, giving you all the latest updates on the Manchester United news. And obviously, it's a huge week for Manchester United next week. So hopefully you can join us throughout the week for the build-up and especially during and after the game. Thank you.